Yo, what's good, YouTube, and God bless. It's your boy Sig. Praise the Lord you're able to watch the video today. I'm back with another Bleach Rebirth for Souls video for you today, and this is going to be a character balance suggestion video, and I think I'm going to start making a series on this, and my first character we're going to talk about is Bankai Ichigo. As you know, or as everybody knows if you play this game, there has been a patch that came out like what 2-3 weeks ago, and it changed a lot of characters in the game. And one of those characters that changed a lot is Bankai Ichigo. Now, Bankai Ichigo before was one of the best characters in the game. There's debate if he was top 1 or 2 or like that, but he was definitely like 1 or 2, maybe 3 in the game. But now, after the nerfs, they nerfed him so much that he's nowhere near towards the top no more. And you could kind of argue he's more towards the bottom. And I have my reasons to argue that. Now, he still has good tools and stuff like that, but with the nerfs that they gave to him, I feel like they definitely over-nerfed him. And this video is going to be somewhat of a suggestion video that Tanso could take. And I don't care if you take these ideas, Tanso, this video is for you to do so. To bring him back to some type of glory and make him a good character again. He don't have to be top tier, especially with all the other characters that's running around and all the busts they got. I'm pretty sure he would nowhere be top tier if you would have put these changes back. But this is definitely make him a strong character and viable again, right? So let's help get this video to 100 likes so we can get this out there for Tamsolve, so they can see the video and hopefully they could take some things for this video. And yeah, let's get started. So the first move I want to talk about that they changed is his special flash attack. Is this move right here. So before pre-patch and base, this move was safe. Now this move is unsafe completely, right? And I don't feel like it should be unsafe. I feel like it should be safe. And there's a way to make it safe still, is if you do it from like around this range. You can still play around. Only thing is that the move is so linear that it can be easily sidestepped. So you're not going to really throwing this move out no more unless you see them approaching you. But since it's unsafe, and let's say they're approaching you and you do this move and they end up blocking it closer in, they're easily able to punish you. So honestly, I think the move should go back to how it was before, with it not being unsafe and it was completely safe. Maybe you should just make it that you can't backstep off of it. Before, when this move was blocked up close and base, you was able to backstep. I think that's probably like an online only thing, but you was able to backstep. So a change would be not make you able to backstep. They did the Grimjaw, because Grimjaw was able to backstep off his special flash attack in Decimation State or Annihilation. I don't remember which one it's called. But he was able to backstep off of his, but now he's not able to. And it's the same thing now, right? You can't backstep off of this move at all. So maybe what they should do is change it from being unsafe to safe, but you can't backstep unless you do it from like tip range, like around here, right? They need to make that change. But the real bad thing about this move now is that if this move hit before on a counter hit, it used to give you a combo. That's not the case no more. And if it used to hit regular hit, it used to be at advantage. But now, right, if you hit regular hit, you're not at advantage at all, which is kind of stupid. I can't grab, I can't attack. I'm trying to attack, I can't attack. I'm trying to backstep, and I can't even backstep. So the only thing I could do now, if this move hits, is block. And if I feel like they're going to attack back, I can perfect flash up them. But that's bad now. So that makes this move even worse to use. So what's the purpose of you even use this move now in neutral, right? Because this used to be a neutral skip. And if it hits, you're in and you got advantage. But now if it hits, you don't got advantage. You're basically at a disadvantage, and you have to block. That's kind of stupid. I think the only thing you could probably do is what? I can't even do SP2 or nothing like that. So it makes no sense for this move to be like this now. So yeah, it makes no sense that this move is like this now at all. It makes this move unusable, period. It's like, why am I going to use this move when it's unsafe, and when it hits, I don't have advantage. It makes no sense. So the move has kind of no really uses, no more outside of combos. In combos, yes, but outside of combos, your use of the move is you're not going to be using the move no more, right? So I really feel like they need to change that back. So another thing is, like we said, if it's counter hit, you get advantage, and that's cool and all, but the combo was better. The combo on that was better. And you was only able to get the combo off of a certain type of counter hit, which was kind of weird in the last patch. But yeah, I think that change should revert back to how it was, where you get a combo off of a counter hit, because it's like, what's the purpose of a counter hit now? So another change they did is to his quick attacks. So his quick attacks is plus on block, right? Which is good. The only problem is after like 2 quick attacks, you get pushed back so far out that you can't really take advantage of this anymore. So let me showcase this. So after 2 quick attacks, the opponent gets pushed back so far that you're really not in range to apply pressure again. So even with the pushback, right? They get pushed back so much that the heavy is out of range. You have to wait on them to swing to try to apply pressure with the heavy. I don't think that's a good change that they did, because Shinji has quick attacks that's plus on block, and he could keep on doing it over and 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 he's always in range, right? He could do it like up to like 5-6 times, right? Before, Ichigo could only do it to like 3 times or maybe 4 times, but he can't do it no more, right? So that kind of hurts his pressure, that after 2 of these, he's really out of range to really keep pressure up, right? And now you're back to this guessing game right now, because you're not applying your pressure no more, because his quick attack pushed him out of range too much. I feel like it should be at least 3 quick attacks, at least, and then they're pushed out of range. Because with all the other nerfs that you gave to him, and now he lost his pressure with his quick attacks, it really, really hurts the character. So since you took away the combo potential and stuff like that, and the long combos with Ichigo, I feel like you should give him back his quick attacks where it doesn't have too much pushback anymore. So yeah, that's what I really, really think they should do, is change his quick attacks where you could chain up to 3 in a row before the opponent gets pushed back too far that the next quick attack can't hit anymore. So that gives him some type of pressure still when he's up close. Because Getsuga pressure is good, but in base, this is unsafe, right? And awakening 2 hits into a Getsuga is safe, but in base, you can punish the Getsuga. So the next thing I want to talk about is Bankai Ichigo's Getsuga and what they changed about it, right? So before, he was able to like slightly charge it and like get like a charge version and stuff like that. And all that stuff is cool. I don't mind that change, right? But the major change that I mind about the Getsuga now is that you cannot dash behind a Getsuga on block anymore. Before, hit or block, if you charge a Getsuga up, you was able to dash behind it. That's not the case no more. But for whatever reason, when he's in Getsuga aura and he throws the Getsuga, which is supposed to be just strictly a charged version of it without charging it up, right? You could dash behind it. Now, the reason why I don't understand the change, because this move, they make it seem like this move was oppressive and you couldn't do nothing about it, when you could always dash behind, and even if you did dash behind it, your opponent could always punish you out of it, right? If you tried to dash behind a Getsuga charge before and try to do anything If your opponent was able to grab you, your opponent was able to attack you with a quick attack, and your opponent was able to flash step or whatever like that. They was able to do anything, right? They wasn't locked in from blocking the Getsuga at all. All that was just a knowledge check. People that was getting caught by that, it's just a knowledge check and you didn't know and test it out. But everybody else who knew, this was always able to interrupt it. So I don't understand why they went the route of changing it where you cannot dash behind it no more, where the Sig skill is supposed to be a big part of his game plan, right? You already nerfed a lot of things about the Getsuga from the first patch, right? Where before he's able to change the timing of it with canceling, like basically like Kara canceling attacks into Getsuga, right? The change of the timing of it, right? You took that away. Now you had to go with the whole charge version, and at the end of the day, the charge version, you're taking a gamble with it because you have to charge up, right? Before you could do a slight charge, but now you have to fully charge up to run behind it. So now, since you have to fully charge it up now, your opponent can easily do whatever they want to knock you out of that, right? Plus the fact that Getsugas don't trades wherever projectiles in this game, and it doesn't strictly go through a projectile, which I also think they need to change. They need to make it that certain projectiles go through error projectiles. Like, I don't understand why a Getsuga is trading with a Soifun Onken or a Yoriichi Onken. I don't kind of understand that but it is what it is. But yeah. So there was never a true jail situation or a frame trap situation where you was never able to punish that Getsuga, right? This version of the Getsuga, right? The Getsuga or Getsuga shows that, right? This was always their behavior. If you try to run in after a Getsuga, you will always get punished. There was nothing you could do. So I don't understand why they made that change. And I feel like with all the other nerfs that you gave the character, damn, I got crazy stick drift. But with all the other nerfs that you gave the character, I don't understand why this is a nerf that you gave to him. I feel like you should change his back. If you're going to take away his combo potential and stuff like that, you should change it back and give him this. Because it just gives the opponent another look at something. The state that he's in right now, he doesn't have too much of mix-ups and stuff that you want to give the opponent now with different type of looks. Like his Oki situation now, before you could do something like this, charge it up, they have to wake up, and then you could dash in and punish or do whatever. They have to block that, and then you could attempt to like dash in and grab. But if your opponent was on point, they was able to beat you out with that. But now you can't even mix it up and do stuff like that no more. It's like for Oki, you always going for this type of situation now, right? You always doing that now for Oki. So I really, really strongly believe that they should change that back. So now when it comes to Bankai Ichigo, the biggest thing they nerf about Bankai Ichigo is his combo potential. Before, he was able to do combos, and he was able to loop it and do stuff like this. He was able to do that 3 times, gain a whole bunch of meter, loop it again. After that meter finish, he was able to yellow reverse, gain 100 meter again, and continue the combo. And he did very, very long combos. But the thing about it, he didn't do that much damage. With all that meter being spent, he only did about like 8,000 damage, right? So now they changed his combos, and this is his max damage combo now. That's what he's doing for max damage now, right? So that's okay, right? That's not too bad, right? The meter gain that he got on the pre-patch was kind of ridiculous, so that's cool. But the only thing is that they took that out to put in a whole bunch of characters with the same type of combos that do even more damage. Doesn't kind of make sense to me at all, but it is what it is. But even if you do whatever, you took that out, whatever, right? The problem is that when you go for at least 2 loops, right? So you're doing the second loop, the damage scale like crazy. So the damage scales like crazy when you go for the second loop, right? So the first loop, you got 4,000 damage. So you would think you do that loop again, you get at least 7,000 probably, 7,500 probably. Because you don't want to do like another 4,000 damage, right? So you would think it would scale to the point where you get like at least 7,000 damage. But as you can see, you don't get 7,000 damage. You get 6,200 damage, right? And the crazy thing is, Bankai Ichigo takes the most damage in the game right now, period. I'm going to show combos on the screen right now where you could do the same combo to Yoriichi and it does less damage than if you do it to Bankai Ichigo. I did the same combo again. It does less damage than if you do it to Bankai Ichigo. Soifon, less damage than if you do it to Bankai Ichigo, and so on and so forth, right? So officially, Bankai Ichigo, when he's in, and I don't know if this is I don't know if it's base version as well, or just strictly the Hollow 5 version with the mask on, but Bankai Ichigo takes the most damage in the game, period, when you get hit by a combo. That's really, really bad. Plus the fact that they made it harder for him to get to his awakening, his reawakening, right? And then his reawakening takes even more damage than that. So I don't understand the route that they was going with this at all. I completely don't. So honestly, I don't mind this damage being the way it is, but dog, give him more health. Why does Bankai Ichigo takes the most damage in the game? I completely do not understand. You could be Spirit Drive, Sublimination, full thing, everything, and he takes the most damage in the game compared to everybody else in the game. That doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't. So if you're going to keep the damage how it is for the combo, at least give him more health to work with, or change it back that he could at least take away more damage with 2 loops of the combo. At least give him like 7,000 damage, 7,300 damage, something like that. Because right now he does average damage. There's a lot of characters in this game that doesn't have to waste the amount of resources that he has to waste to do the same amount of damage plus more. You understand? So Gen does more damage to Spirit Drive than he does. Gen with a full combo, wasting all his resources, does 7,000 damage, 7,000 like 500 or 900 damage, close to 8,000. But then Ichigo don't do that. Bankai Ichigo doesn't do that at all. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. That's what I'm gonna say. So next we're gonna talk about is Vassalord Ichigo, and Vassalord Ichigo got nerfed. He got nerfed way more than what they said in the patch notes. All right. So one of the nerfs is that it takes longer to fill your spirit meter, your fighting spirit, to get to Vassalord Ichigo. So that's a nerf, right? But then he has other nerfs when he's in the character, all right? So before, he used to have he used to have 2 plus attacks, right? His this is plus, his single quick was plus, right? And the second hit was plus as well. Now it's neutral. So they nerfed that. And that was really, really strong and really, really good for the character. But now that's not the case no more. It's neutral. I mean, you could still probably get away with some stuff, right? But since it's neutral, it's going to be very hard to keep on applying pressure. So I feel like they should make that change back to how it was before. Another thing is that he takes the most damage in the game, period. So I think we need to like probably fix the amount of damage that he takes. He could probably still take the most amount of damage, but put it more towards like Hollow-fied Ichigo level amount of damage that he takes compared to what he takes now. Like any character that hits strong If they hit him from full health, he's going into the red. So he's going to be a dead character. So at least make it that you need at least 2 interactions with him if you're going to keep him the same way that he is now. But if you keep on changing him with the suggestions that I give you, then you could kind of keep the health like this, all right? Another nerf that they did was this move right here is terrible. I'm sorry. This move is not good because it's unsafe. At least before, you was able to yellow reverse it, but now you can't yellow reverse it at all, right? So if this move is block, it cannot be yellow reverse at all. I feel like y'all need to change this and put it back to how it was and make it that you can yellow reverse it. This is probably the only special flash attack move in the game now that cannot be yellow reverse. I don't understand that, but y'all need to change that, all right? Speaking of stuff that you can't yellow reverse off of, there's a lot of things that he cannot yellow reverse if it connects, right? So, that's one thing. So another thing is he cannot combo after grab at all no more. Before, he was at least able to Hakugeki, but now that's not the case at all no more. He cannot Hakugeki off a grab at all. He can't yellow reverse off a grab. He can't do anything off a grab at all. So yes, the grab does a lot of damage, but we was just in a patch, right? We just had a patch where every single character that couldn't combo with the grab, you gave them the opportunity to combo with the grab, but he still can't combo with the grab. And that would have been okay if he could Hakugeki into off a grab, but he can't even do that anymore. So I don't understand it. Why they did this change, I don't understand it. The most you could do is just Oki situations, like boom, you could do this, and if it hits, you could get a combo, whatever like that. But besides that, you cannot combo for grab. So it's really, really hard to do anything with him now, because if you want to get them in the red, but you can't combo with a grab, you're kind of in a situation where you just got the straight hit and then combo from there, or you just got to soul break him. And that's really much it. So the fact that he cannot do a Hakugeki at all is so bad. They need to change that. I don't understand why that was changed to begin with. And again, why you're not putting this in the patch notes. I don't understand it at all. But it is what it is. I suggest that you should make it that he's able to combo off a grab, period. Off of his flash attacks, anything. He should have the same privilege that any other character has now. There's no reason why this character is so weak in all forms, basically. Like, he takes so much damage. Bankai Ichigo takes so much damage. He got so much nerfs. And then Vasilore is getting a whole bunch of nerfs too. It don't make sense to me. All right. Another thing is, if the Zero hits, right, you cannot yellow reverse into the Zero hit at all. Another thing you cannot do is you cannot flash step into after a Zero hits to get extra damage. Your opponent is able to block that. As you can see, it does not combo. That does not combo at all. They need to change it that combos. All right. Also, we need to change it that I could yellow reverse after my Zero. So, because as the state it is right now, it's hard for him to finish out and close out the games because none of these moves are comboing into each other. None of these moves are linking into yellow reverse. So you have to strictly get a regular hit to go into a Hakugeki now to get your Hakugeki off of the Kikon move and all that other stuff. All that stuff need to change. I also like to suggest that after a Zero, you could link into this. Kind of like what Rukia could do with a charge 6 skill into a special flash attack. I feel like that would be a good change. Sero, and with the Sero hits, you can link into that. So then since you can link into this, now you can yellow reverse, and then you can get your combo. So I feel like at certain ranges, you should be able to do Sero into this and let that link into each other. I feel like that should be like a frame trap situation where you could do this, right? And if your opponent tries to do any type of movement, like backstep, stuff like that, they will get hit. But they can interrupt you during it. I think that would be a little good change where if you do Sero and if you do this, your opponent could like hit you out of it to make it more balanced. But if the opponent tries to like do a backstep or forward pressure or anything like that at all, they will get hit. Because at where it is right now, there's no use for this move. No good player really does this unless the opponent completely whips. But no one besides that, no one really uses this move. All right. So yeah, I also think that the invincibility, he should have a little bit more range on his SP1. Because as you can see right here, I feel like if you're here, this should hit when you use his move, but it just comes up short. You understand? You have to be like kind of like right here for you to take advantage of this, for that to hit, right? But if you're here, even though it travels that far, it still doesn't hit. So you could probably extend the reach on that as well too. But I don't mind if it stays like that. His SP2 should track backdashes. As it is right now, it doesn't really track backdashes that well. So that's another thing about the move. But overall, the second of that needs to be back to being plus. He should get a little bit more health, right? Because the damage he takes now is kind of a little ridiculous. Sero should be able to be yellow reverse. This should be able to be yellow reverse on hit. And grab should be able to be combo into. And if you make those changes, that will make Vasilori a better character. And you could keep the change with it takes longer than the fighting spirit. But if you give him all those other tools, he'll be back to being a good character. So yeah, folks, that's pretty much all the changes that I like to suggest about this character. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully Tansoft watches the video and is able to take from this video to help balance their game out. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, please smash the like line. I greatly appreciate it. Again, let's try to get this video to 100 likes so we get this out there to Tansoft so they can make changes on Bankai Ichigo. Let's make Bankai Ichigo great again, because he really needed to be great again. Because the way he is now, he's kind of a little bit poop. All right? Especially Vasilori. Vasilori is terrible now. The fact that he cannot combo for this is really bad. He can't get a Hakigeki, nothing. You can't do yellow reverse. Can't yellow reverse. Can't do a super. Can't do anything no more. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. All right? So besides that, hopefully you was able to like the video. If you did enjoy the video, please smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I have tons of Bleach Rebirth content for you to enjoy. And yeah, hopefully if y'all have anything to say in the comment sections below or what y'all feel about the changes, let me know. Also, if you have any type of changes of your own, put it in the comment section below so Tanso can even take from whatever y'all have in y'all minds as well. But anyways, hopefully all y'all have a nice day. God bless. Peace. Make Bankai Ichigo great again.